Wheels. They may just be one of the most overlooked parts of your car. They affect everything from the way it handles, grips, and even just the way it looks. It can make such a difference to the way your car appears. The actual alloy itself can be a great way to start saving weight on your car. With the effect of rotational mass, it can be a massive weight saving when you get lighter wheels for the car. The weight of your wheels can make an exponential difference once you're actually moving. The actual diameter of your wheels will make such a difference to the way the car accelerates. With smaller wheels having to make less of a turn to do a full rotation, of course, that means your car can accelerate faster. With the width of the wheel actually allowing you to get more grip out of your car. Wider wheels allow for wider tyres, which means you've got more contact with the ground, which in turn gives you more grip. Now, the current wheels on the Toyota Supra with the old saw blade design look very old and very tired. So we're going to fix that problem right now. Now, the first thing you want to do once you've picked the wheels that are right for your car is obviously pick the tyres to go with them. I've gone for the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. These things are monsters for grip and will keep the car just stuck to the ground with its rear wheel drive system. The Michelin Pilot Sport 4s are some of the best gripping tyres on the market, and I've also staggered them so the front are a little bit skinnier than the back, so that I'll get a little bit more grip in the back whilst also maintaining some pretty free handling at the front of the car whilst I'm steering. So let's get the wheels on. The first thing you're going to want to do is install your spigot rings into the back of the wheel. Now, this is something that is overlooked by a lot of people, but the spigot rings will actually make sure that your wheel makes perfect fitment with your hub. Without these, your wheel's basically just relying on your studs to hold the car in, to hold the wheels in place on the car. And with the spigot rings, it'll just seat the wheel nicely, and then your studs can actually screw in and just keep everything all nice and tight. Next, you want to jack up the car securely, take your old wheels off, and simply put your new wheels on and install your new studs. Now, you're going to want to make sure that you put some copper grease around the centre of your hub. This will just stop the wheel from binding to the hub and also make installing it a hell of a lot easier. You're going to want to make sure you've got new studs for aftermarket wheels. A lot of aftermarket wheels will have a slightly different fitment for the holes, and your old studs won't actually fit properly into your new wheels, which is a mistake which I managed to make. So hopefully you guys don't make the same mistake and you can learn from my own. So this is why you change your tyres. You can see there's an ever so slight sort of crack running through the edge of this tyre. Now, this tyre is a bit of an extreme example because it is 20 years old, but that is the exact thing that you want to be looking out for, because at high speeds this tyre would start to rip itself apart, which is why you want to make sure you check your tyres, because even though the treads are good on it, that crack certainly isn't. Now, some of you might be wondering why I chose 17s and didn't decide to go bigger. Whilst a lot of people decide to go bigger with their wheels, it can really affect the way the car drives, and 17s are going to fill out the arches just enough, I mean, the car's probably going to want lowering still because there is a bit of a gap. But yeah, that's why, to keep the car driving well, but also keep the wheels looking good at the size they are. There we have it, guys. So the wheels are on the Supra, and damn, does this thing look 10 times better than it did. These things, you don't realise how much they actually age the car, but as you can see, it's made such a difference having these wheels on. I can't wait to get out to drive it, but unfortunately, for now, we're gonna have to wait a little bit because I'm still waiting on the throttle cable turning up. So until that's up, I can't drive it. But just look how good this thing looks now, those wheels. Now, I think the next job is gonna be painting these calipers because they are very rusty, and probably make this look a little bit not quite as good as it could. But yeah, the wheels have made such a difference to the car, so really happy with that. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Click up there for another awesome video.